Top 5 anime of 2025? Man, this year hit different. Like, we've all been through it. The endless filler, the fake finales, the oh wait, part 3 of the final season moments. But this year, something's off, in a good way. It's like anime looked at us and said, "You think you've seen it all? Nah, this time it's deeper. Weirdly emotional, kinda chaotic, sometimes hilarious, sometimes heartbreaking. You don't just watch these, you feel them. Romance that hurts, worlds that crumble, stories that don't care about your sleep schedule. So yeah, grab your snacks, mute the group chat, and let's just talk about what really went down. The top 5 anime that messed with us in 2025. 1. The Apothecary Diaries, Season 2, rating 9.5 over 10, genre, historical, mystery, drama, studio, Toho Animation, OLM. If Season 1 of The Apothecary Diaries was a quiet whisper that caught everyone's attention, then Season 2 is a royal announcement that demands it. This isn't just another anime season, it's proof that storytelling can be sharp, elegant, and wildly entertaining all at once. Our beloved apothecary Ma Mao returns, still brilliant, still sarcastic, and still the palace's biggest headache and secret weapon. She's thrown back into a glittering maze of royal politics, poison mysteries, and emotional mind games that test even her razor-sharp logic. But this time, the stakes are higher, the mysteries deeper, and the consequences far more personal. What starts as small palace incidents, strange illnesses, tainted tea, missing servants, slowly unfolds into something much bigger, a web of power, corruption, and hidden emotions. Every clue Ma Mao uncovers peels back another layer of palace life, reminding us that behind every beautiful smile lies a dangerous secret. And let's talk about Ma Mao herself. She's one of the most fascinating anime heroines out there, brilliant, blunt, and fiercely independent. She doesn't chase romance, but it somehow finds her anyway, especially in her slow-burn, tension-filled dynamic with Jinshi, the palace's mysterious and beautiful official. Their chemistry is addictive, half teasing, half strategy, all emotion. Visually, this season is breathtaking. The lighting flickers like real candlelight, the costumes shimmer with detail, and every camera angle feels like it was painted by hand. You can tell the studios at Toho and OLM poured their souls into every frame. But what truly makes the Apothecary Diaries stand out isn't just how it looks, it's how it thinks. Every mystery Ma Mao solves reveals something human: envy, power, loneliness, love. It's not just about solving crimes, it's about understanding people. Season 2 feels like the moment everything clicks. The characters grow, the emotions deepen, and the palace becomes a living, breathing character of its own. If Season 1 was the setup, this is the masterpiece it was leading to. Simply put, The Apothecary Diaries Season 2 isn't just anime at its best, it's storytelling at its finest. 2. One Piece, Egghead Island Arc, Part 2, rating 9.3 by 10, genre, adventure, action, fantasy, studio, Toei Animation. We said it before and we'll say it again, One Piece refuses to die. In fact, it's thriving harder than ever. And 2025's Egghead Island Arc, Part 2, proves why this 25-year-old juggernaut remains the king of adventure anime. Luffy and the Straw Hats have landed on Egghead Island, a techno-paradise that looks like Elon Musk's fever dream if it were drawn by Da Vinci. It's got holograms, robots, and more ethical dilemmas than a Black Mirror marathon. And somehow, amid all the high-tech chaos, One Piece still finds time for heart, humor, and a good tearjerker. Part 2 ramps up everything. The fights are more cinematic, the plot twists hit harder, and the animation quality is shockingly consistent. Toei clearly decided, if MAPPA's gonna burn out their animators, we're gonna out-animate them. And they did. The fluidity, lighting, and choreography are movie tier, each fight framed like a comic panel come to life. But it's not just flash. The emotional depth here is staggering. The Egghead arc digs into One Piece's central themes: freedom, morality, and what it means to dream. Vegapunk's technological wonders raise uncomfortable questions about progress versus humanity, and the Straw Hats find themselves at the crossroads of history itself. And then there's Luffy. Our chaotic rubber boy has matured into a leader without losing his childlike wonder, proof that One Piece's longevity isn't a fluke but a triumph of consistent storytelling. If you dropped One Piece years ago, Egghead Island is your comeback ticket. If you've stuck with it since episode 1, this arc is your reward, a reminder that sometimes the longest journeys are worth every step. 3. Scarlet, film by Mamoru Hosoda. Star rating, 9.7 out of 10. Genre, fantasy, drama, sci-fi, Studio Chizu. Every few years, Mamoru Hosoda releases a film that reminds the world why animation is art. Scarlet is that reminder, and then some. It's the kind of film that makes you sit in silence during the credits, quietly re-evaluating your entire life. Scarlet tells the story of a princess who can travel through time and space, but don't expect another lighthearted romp. This is a hauntingly beautiful exploration of identity, fate, and grief. Hosoda uses time travel not as a gimmick, but as an emotional scalpel, dissecting how our past selves shape our future. The animation is, in a word, transcendent. Studio Chizu outdoes itself with painterly backgrounds, liquid motion, and colors that seem to breathe. One moment, you're watching glowing constellations dance across a cosmic sky, the next, a tear falls in slow motion, carrying the weight of centuries. Hosoda's trademark themes, connection in a disconnected world, love across time, are here, but this time they feel sharper, more mature. The dialogue is poetic without being pretentious, and the pacing balances grandeur with intimacy. What makes Scarlet unforgettable, though, is its humanity. It's a story about reclaiming one's destiny, but it's also about the courage to let go. Every scene pulses with emotion, the joy of rediscovery, the ache of loss, the bittersweet acceptance of impermanence. Simply put, Scarlet is the film of the year, not just an anime, period. Number 4, Dandadan, Season 2. S-star rating, 9.0 out of 10. Genre, supernatural, comedy, action, studio, science SARU. Let's get one thing straight, Dandadan is chaos incarnate. It's like Mob Psycho 100, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and E.T. all crashed into each other at high speed, and then someone gave the wreckage a budget. Season 2 takes that glorious chaos and turns it up to 11. The show still follows Momo Ayase and Okarun, two teenagers navigating their weird friendship and even weirder encounters with aliens, ghosts, and psychic nonsense. But now the tone deepens, the stakes rise, relationships evolve, and the weird somehow becomes touching? Science Saru once again proves they're masters of expressive animation. Everything moves with impossible energy, limbs stretch, faces melt, the world pulses in rhythm with the chaos. Yet beneath the zany visuals, Dandadan hides a surprisingly sincere heart. The Momo-Okarun dynamic remains one of anime's most endearing duos, equal parts awkward flirtation, found family warmth, and ridiculous misunderstandings. The new season dives deeper into their fears and insecurities, giving emotional grounding to the madness. It's also outrageously funny. From absurd exorcisms to aliens with questionable motives, every episode swings between horror, comedy, and heartfelt teen drama like it's nothing. You'll laugh, you'll gasp, you'll question your sanity, and then you'll cue the next episode. If the Apothecary Diaries is fine wine, Dandadan is a can of energy drink laced with emotional depth. Loud, wild, weirdly profound, and absolutely unmissable. 5. Gachia Kuta. Rating, 9.1 out of 10. Genre, action, sci-fi, fantasy. Studio, Bones. Every few years, a new anime emerges that punches its way into the genre Hall of Fame. In 2025, that anime is Gachia Kuta. Set in a dystopian world where society literally throws its unwanted people into a massive garbage pit known as the Abyss, Gachia Kuta follows Rudo, a wrongly accused young man trying to survive and uncover the truth behind his world's twisted system. It's brutal, kinetic, and unapologetically raw. Attack on Titan meets Dorohedoro with a dash of punk rebellion. Studio Bones pulls off a technical masterstroke. The animation is gritty but fluid, using texture and shadow to bring the polluted underworld to life. The combat choreography is bone-crunching perfection, blending grounded movement with surreal, weaponized junk powers that let characters transform waste into weapons. But what really hooks you isn't the violence, it's the philosophy. Gachiakuta is a story about worth, about how society defines value and what happens to people who fall outside that definition. Rudo isn't just fighting monsters, he's fighting the very idea of disposability. Every episode builds toward a world both horrifying and hopeful. The supporting cast shines, especially Engine, whose moral ambiguity challenges everything Rudo believes. The writing never talks down to the audience, it lets the grime, blood, and emotion speak for themselves. Dark, defiant, and unflinchingly human, Gachiakuta is 2025's breakout hit, and a reminder that even in the trash, you can find something worth fighting for. Final verdict, 2025, the year anime achieved God mode. Let's be honest, anime in 2025 is out of control in the best possible way. We're witnessing an era where storytelling meets spectacle, where heartfelt narratives coexist with absolute absurdity, and where studios are pushing themselves harder than ever before. The Apothecary Diaries gave us brains and beauty. One Piece gave us legacy and wonder. Scarlet gave us art and emotion. Dandadan gave us chaos and charm. Gachiakuta gave us grit and glory. It's not just a great year for anime, it's a historic one. Whether you're a lifelong fan or just dipping your toes into the medium, 2025 offers something rare, a lineup that proves anime isn't just thriving, it's evolving. So buckle up, fellow weebs. Clear your queue, order takeout, and prepare to cry, laugh, and scream one more episode until 3 a.m. Because this year, anime didn't just entertain us, it reminded us why we fell in love with it in the first place. So yeah, 2025 basically said, hey, what if we dropped 5 perfect anime at once and destroyed everyone's free time? I haven't slept in days. My snacks are gone, my emotional stability, non-existent. But honestly, worth it. Every single second. Between Ma roasting nobles, Luffy rewriting history, Hosoda wrecking my soul with Scarlet, and Dandadan just being whatever fever dream that is, I think it's safe to say anime has officially peaked this year. If you made it this far, congrats. You're either a true anime fan or you just like listening to someone slowly lose their sanity on camera. Either way, I respect it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe if you love staying up way too late watching anime, and comment below which 2025 anime broke your heart first. Because let's be real, we're all emotionally damaged together at this point. Thanks for hanging out, stay hydrated, get some sleep, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, love, and 12 more hours of binging ahead.